Hello and welcome to another episode of watching the masters do the daily challenges so I can learn from them. So today it looks like we are watching another run by CKBNIM, aka CK. So thank you so much, CK, for sharing your amazing skills with me and with everyone who's watching my videos. I am at 43rd place, but that's because, I play early, so that way I can get high on the leaderboards and then I'll get pushed down later. I do hope that Mr. Fuck Around eventually gets that first place win because that's a really hilarious username. I am quite entertained by it. It looks like CK got to 26k in terms of gold. So let's see if this time we'll actually see a full run by CK, or will CK get beat by the glitched replay system from Crypt the Necrodancer. Alright, so we're going to speed up the game, and as you might notice, there is no disco floor. And the reason is because, personally, when I watch these games sped up, it does awful things to my eyes. So I just turned off the disco floor, but just know that CK is killing it. CK has combos up the wazoo and is doing super great. As you can see at the bottom of the screen right here, there is the coin multiplier. CK gets that early shopkeeper greedy crown, or crown of greed. CK said no to the broadsword, but that's because they got the harp. Now, I have not seen anyone use the golden harp or any kind of harp in their playthrough. It does a lot of damage around. I'm going to say that's AoE. And I am quite interested to see how long CK will use this. I do know that a lot of master runners, they do like these gold weapons, because the thing is, when they pick up gold, their next attack does a ridiculous amount of damage. And by ridiculous, I think it's like literally like an infinite amount of damage. So we're going to see CK really use this harp to its like max. I think CK is going to keep it for the whole run unless they find something really cool. But I just don't think so. Like, look at all the squares that they... Ooh! And look at that, CK is getting the lucky charm early on in the run too. CK is doing a lot of things this run that they did not do in yesterday's run. And you haven't seen yesterday's run, I will make a mental note to put it in the comments so you guys can watch it. But it's really cool seeing CK run today versus CK how they ran yesterday. Yesterday they weren't as focused with getting all these items up front. I think even yesterday I remember commenting how CK barely had any charms, like when they were by, I think, zone 4. But it looks like CK is just really wanting to deliver. Part of me wants to say CK knows that I watched their video yesterday, so CK was like, oh, you want to really watch me play? This is how I play. Look at that. CK made sure to move the box right next to a gold coin. And the reason being was so that way he could pick up the gold coins and then break the box with the infinite amount of damage that his golden harp does. So that is super awesome. Yeah, CK already got the gluttony charm too. Eating the cheese, the gluttony charm giving CK 2 extra empty heart containers. CK's blowing up those walls, getting those coins. Really rolling in the metaphorical dough. Now there's the skeleton that I think killed me. No. Is it the skeleton that killed me? Oh, now it's a bummer. I'm not going to know what was in that shop because CK killed the shopkeeper. Bummer. Well, hopefully there was no healing items in there. Because then I won't feel as bad. Because I probably would have died anyway. Yeah, no, that was the previous floor. I just forgot to take a mental note. But it's not like it mattered because CK just killed the shopkeep. Okay, what are they going to do now? Are they going to have the Minotaur? come and destroy walls? Because last time I checked, he can't do that. And I guess he missed out on the dove familiar. Wonder why. Is it because I think it teleports enemies? And CK does not want any enemies teleported away because CK wants to kill everything. That's how CK gets the 26k after all. But very cool. When I saw this gold harp in the shop, I knew there was like no way I was going to ever get it because it was ridiculously expensive. Especially to be on the first like zone 1 floor 1. I knew that harp was out of reach. But CK just, you know, was like, well, if I kill the shopkeeper, then I don't gotta pay shit. And there you go. CK just plays like a madman. And there's CK killing the dragon, using the gold on the ground to kill the dragon, I think in 2 hits. I think it's because the first hit, CK did not touch gold, and then the second hit, CK stood on a pile of gold, which triggered the harp's effect. Okay, great. So CK is cleaning up shop there with 3,700. Let's see what else CK does here. Yeah, more bombs. It's incredible the amount of bombs that CK has. And like, CK's not wasting any time. CK's like, why bother look for stairs when I can just fall down to the next floor? And I don't think CK is worried about the coin multiplier because CK just like attacks a mushroom, gets the coin multiplier up, and whatever time that CK like gained from doing that speedrunning technique, they find that a lot more useful than keeping up the coin multiplier. But for the most part, CK does not miss any beats, and CK has a constant 3 times multiplier on their coins. Let's see what... do they get any items here? I mean, I would maybe get the torch if I was CK. Or, you know, not. They got the Ring of Becoming. Cool. Do I remember what the Ring of Becoming does? No idea. I'm sure it does something, but right now, I have no idea what it does. I think I, like, always avoid it because I always forget what it is while running. But I'm sure it does amazing things if CK gets it. Alright, at that instance, it looks like CK ran out of time. So CK just fell off to the next floor. I don't think it's a big deal, though, for CK. CK is back at the 3 times the multiplier. Let's speed it up a little bit more if I can. Oof. Okay, I was for a second being like, yo, do they have the gold ring? Because it didn't look like CK was interested in picking up those coins, but no. CK just wanted to blow more stuff up before going to pick up all their monies. Ooh. Now they're getting the strength charm. Their gluttony charm is gone. Did they lose it? Can you lose a charm? Interesting. I wonder how they lost their charm. An interesting, like, I guess, strategy of swapping out the golden harp for that giant mace weapon. But I think they only wanted the knockback. Alrighty, so, ooh. Okay, cool. So what happened there was that he killed the doppelganger, picked up the gold that the doppelganger picked up, and then just one-hit the boss because of the golden harp. So yes, it looks like we're having a full run of the golden harp. And I have no idea what ring CK transmutated that item to, Whatever ring it is, it looks kind of shiny and valuable. And there's a lava thingy. Ooh. Okay. Are they trying to get the blood shovel? They're shuffling for... Oh, no. They didn't shuffle for a blood shovel. They wanted to get, like, a strength one. Interesting. But I'm sure if they got... No, they don't need the blood shovel, though, if they have the drum, right? I think the drum does the same thing, because all they do is tap on the drum, dig, and then shabam. They can dig through the gold walls. It's like, ooh. That transmutate spell is really cool. Because they just got the strength boots, they got the strength shovel, and now they can just one-hit anything, regardless of whether or not they picked up gold. That is super awesome. Okay, no, they can't really one-hit, but they're doing a lot more damage than if they didn't have it. Alrighty, so they killed the shopkeep there, transmutated all those items. Why would he get the coupon? Is the coupon worth anything? Because, like, clearly there's no more shops. So it's not like you can use the coupon. But maybe if you end the run with it, that's a good point. Like, if you end the run with items, do they have any monetary value in terms of scoring? But I gotta say, guys, the whole decision of turning off the disco floor, like, my eyes are just so happy. Because, like, literally yesterday, I just could not, while watching the thing at, like, I think 4 times speed with the disco floor, was not doing good things to my eyes. And I feel so bad for any of my previous viewers who had to deal with that. I'm so sorry. But this is manageable. I can watch this and, like, not feel like I'm gonna die. So, really cool. Now there's the nightmare. I guess CK is just gonna... Okay, no. CK eventually decided to take it out. Let's see what they're doing here. I guess they're gonna go back to blowing up walls. And they're just kind of, working in between managing to fight their enemies and going back to blow up walls. And I think it's because they just want to get some more healing items. Not sure why, because they have like 7 bombs, so they technically don't need to break any shop walls and sacrificing any of their strength. But it could be a thing. I'm not gonna... Yeah. See, they decide to hurt themselves. I guess because they want to just make sure that whenever they use the bombs, that it actually helps them. Oh, I know what that ring does. So I think it actually heals them every floor they go down. I think that's the thing. It has to be, right? Yeah, because they just healed right now. Interesting. Glad I answered my own question there. I'm so smart. Alrighty, they're gonna fight the goblins. I really want to go on this floor. I just want to see how long I'll last here. I think I literally would only last for like maybe 10 seconds. I'll break open like a single room and I'll just die. CK is having like the most glorious run in the world. Look at that beautiful management of like being able to walk around while also being windspelled. Because I know the windspell doesn't do any damage to you, but it must like, I don't know, do something to your brain. Cool thing here to see that the tiles where the gold was, there's no mud. Ooh, nice. They got some food items, and now they can just destroy walls while hurting themselves. But yeah, I think the reason why they prefer to dig and hurt themselves is because they're trying to save their bombs. And I guess at like 13k at this run, there's still a lot more gold. I mean, the run says that they ended at 26k. So I'm wondering if this is another run where maybe a couple inputs are not accurate. But like, it looks like the inputs so far are accurate. So I don't think that's the case. Maybe they just make a butt ton of money. Maybe you just get a butt ton of money towards the end. I just gotta see. Because I don't think I've been paying attention to that as much. Alrighty, so they're getting their coins, they're blowing up walls, they're digging through some walls. And then they got all this gold to collect. Very nice. 14,000. Ooh, yes. The obsidian torch. I love it. And now that just turned into the longsword. Which obviously they're not going to get. Like, this is a whole gold harp run. Ooh, titanium harp. But no, they're going to keep the gold harp because that brings with the gold bonus that they can play around with. Ooh, it looks like they got hit a couple times. It looks like this is a lot of enemies for CK to deal with. Ooh. Why is it whenever I watch CK's runs, CK gets demolished and destroyed by the Crypt of the Necrodancer replay? Like, this is the second run in a row. And I don't even know if CK's other run that I watched, like, I think in episode 3, also ended up with, like, CK doing absolutely crazy things because the replay doesn't replay their play correctly. Which is a little frustrating because it'd be nice to see how they got to 26k. They're only at 15k here. But either way, what can we do? So guys, thank you so much for watching. And remember that you are loved. Bye!